when we've been talking about how these rappers are broke, this guy here up here crying.
I didn't get paid for Look At Me Now. I wrote on that. I wrote a whole verse, then Busta Rhymes cut the verse off, but I still did this part. What was we talking about? I need that bread. All this shit could have been shit I could have paid for my lawyers and shit. So I just lost both of my daughters is in Atlanta right now. I don't know what the fuck is in Atlanta. I lost rights to my daughter, my oldest.
So you lost all custody.
Like my child support is $2,000, right? Deuces ain't been popping since 2012. Why is my child support $2,000? So I had all this back pay. Then I sold my catalog for $500,000. I only got $250,000 out of it. I bought my mama a house for $50,000, and then I had to pay all this child support shit off. Why was my child support $2,000? I'm not Future or none of these. Like, watch this. Why the fuck I got an EBT card? And this nigga Breezy Bro and made 90 whatever the fuck million, and it say KKKKK Mac. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro.
Leading up to who he is.
I'm not even tripping though. I got an EBT card, my nigga. Like, what the fuck, bro? I can't even get nothing, bro, man. Y'all niggas want to see a nigga cry in here, so y'all can think I'm a bro. Fuck, that shit ain't fair, nigga. Hey, I'm on EBT, bro. Hey, that's why. Hey. Look, bro. I'm down, bro. Say my name, bro. That shit is better. I had to go up in that motherfucker and hide my face with a mask like COVID, bro.
Don't act like every nigga ain't had no motherfucking EBT
card. On the set, that nigga had an EBT card.
Man, I might get an EBT. I walk in the building and look at me crazy.
So this the brother Kevin McCall. All right, y'all know him from the Deuces song. And he claims that Chris Brown owe him $25,000. Which is a drop in the bucket for Chris Brown, I guess. Like he said, he just made $100 million on the Breezy Bowl tour. And this dude say, Kevin McCall prized me an interview. He on EBT. He just got out of prison. All right, he down bad.
Like, why folks so emotional about being on EBT? Shout out to the brother Beans. Like, shout out to Beans. I had after all that episode, I realized Beans had us trying to defend positions that didn't belong to us. What's wrong with EBT? Like, if I could get some EBT, I would take it, man. I'm not who ashamed. The thing is, I ain't about to rely on it. I ain't about to make it my lifestyle. Kate got too many damn kids. They gonna starve. But yeah, give me some EBT. Don't be complaining. Hand that card here, boy.
Yo, his baby mama is Eva, the girl from that show on BET Plus.
Eva Marcille.
Yeah. I mean, everybody in his peer group who he came up with is making money. The only one who ain't making no money is him because he's too busy making excuses.
Right. And he threw that EBT card like it was a spades card.
Yeah, like he.
This the brother Chris Brown, so he come out.
I just woke up and I thought about something. If this nigga wrote all these songs that he claiming he wrote, why he ain't write no more? Oh wait, this is just one part of my house. This is life before K-Mac and life after K-Mac. Man, I'm gonna stop playing with this nigga. He's a bitch. Thank you, K-Mac. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I was thinking about giving you this, but you're a bitch. But I bought this with your money too. I bought that with your money. That's the only one on the West Coast. Oh, I bought that one with your money too. I took a shit and then I bought this car. He's looking at you so disappointed, bro. You look whack as.
So I know Chris kind of threw a little jab. You know, Chris Brown, Chris Breezy, kind of threw a jab. You know, saying what's funnier, a troll or a broke one. Ouch. You know, when you saw that or heard about that, what went through your mind? I mean,
what went through my mind? All that bullshit's for the birds, and you ain't nothing but a vulture. That's what went through my mind.
oh my gosh. Okay. Well, why does Chris owe you the $25K? I guess that's what everyone's asking right now.
I didn't even know. That's why I sold my catalog. You know, when I was going to prison and stuff, I thought it'd give me some money to see my daughters. It helped me from going to prison. It still didn't work. I still did 3 years. But I owe him. It says I owe him 4 songs. Even though I recouped off the first song, Deuces, They said I still have to owe the songs. I got all the songs done, and now they're saying Chris has to sign off. And I have all the emails, so if somebody's lying on my brother, man, I apologize. I don't really apologize about nothing. You better tell them to apologize, brother. But all that thinking people is too rich to talk to people just because I sleep on my granny couch, I'm still a man first.
Okay. I know. So I know Thug offered you the $25K to pay whatever Chris owes you. Will you accept?
Whoop-de-doo. No, I'm just playing. Like, I mean, I don't really want no charity. That was a great gesture.
Yeah.
I never met Thug, so I would have loved if he really wanted to reach out. He could have DM'd me and gave me his number, and I did all the public stuff. But I accept the gesture. But if you want to work, I'm cool with working. You know what I'm saying? I got some fire for you. We both Leos.
That would be
so you
cool.
already know that line industry. You know what time it is.
This dude, he come off very feminine. So he said Chris Brown owed him $25K for 4 songs. And as you see, Young Thug said, I'll pay you the money. He said, nah, I want your charity. I'll work for it. Dude, if you don't post your damn Cash App and quit playing,
Right.
up here, you sleeping on your grandma's couch with an EBT card. That's your current position. Come on, man.
You know what the bad part is? Sleeping on his grandma's couch, all that. So he clapping somebody's cheeks. Yeah, let's get down to it. Like he up acting all feminine. I'm like, why is this brother carrying on like this? Why does he think it's okay to carry on feminine like this? Because even though he acting feminine, he is able still to clap a bone Quisha's cheeks on his grandma's couch. That empty gratification. Men, don't come up here acting like this. I don't know why brother like this is behaving like he don't have to.
With Kevin McCall, he just seems like a hater, you guys, because business is business. You signed those contracts, you released the music, you got your money, you didn't do what was right with it. It sounds like he kind of needs his own Keisha Kaur because Eva said that he's kind of mentally out there and stuff like that. So he probably needs a handler to kind of keep him from going on TMZ and crashing out the way he is. And no wonder he threw that debit or that EBT card, because in a week, it's not going to be working no more. So this is the first male crash out with the EBT is Kevin McCall, and he's a famous person. So yeah, he's a hater. And it is what it is. Business is business. And Chris did right things with his money. You didn't. So here we are.
Pathetic.
The part when the reporter was like, Chris, he was like, who? Like, because if he wasn't just talking about him, he just did the whole little, like the little 5 heartbeats, Eddie Kane, like singing to the reporter. Like, that's sad. He needs a handler.
And like, you wrote songs. It's up to you to get your portion of the king's gold. If you walk in there all big-eyed and bushy-tailed because Chris Brown is asking you to help him write some music and you don't secure your end of the bargain with your attorney, that's on you. Apparently, he grew up in Hollywood, so he should know better, do better business. And you don't want to take Thug's offer? Okay, but you're the one online crying about it. Nobody would have an offer to give you if you weren't up here crying about a man not giving you $25,000. Like, as if, like, what does that even afford you? $25,000. What it sounds like is he's a part of a writing group, and there was money on the table, and he didn't claim it. And that money is gone now because the rest of the people divvied up the pie, and your money is gone. I mean, get over it. And like Chris Brown said, where are the other 10 songs for all of the other people that are out now? You know, where's the Travis Scott hooks or the Weeknd hooks? Or where's your music with Drake? Where's your Kendrick Lamar stuff? Like, you're in LA. There should be no shortage of work for you if you are that bomb at writing songs.
Yeah, and according to the industry and stuff, they're saying that he burned a lot of bridges along the way. So after
Because
a
he
while,
acts crazy. He acts a nut. Like,
right. And then calls people out. Who's going to want to work with you if you're calling people out like this, especially people that can put you in a better position? So he's burned a lot of bridges, and it's unfortunate. But, you know, this is what happens when you act like that.
And he sold his catalog. He done.
So I'm a Thugger fan, but yeah, I don't want nobody money. I already earned the 25K, so CB run that, or whoever you up under, had him run that. And matter of fact, have him run it. See, everybody was mad at Chris Brown, but people don't never want to tell the full story.
This is the same dude, Kevin McCall, trolling Chris Brown a couple of years ago. He posted a picture of Chris Brown's ex on here, Karuchi, and called her Beyruchi and said, me and you should have a pretty black and Asian baby. So you want sympathy from Chris Brown, but you was all online doing all this? Then on top of that, a couple of years ago when Bryson Tiller bought Chris Brown a Lambo after their tour to show his appreciation for all the money he made him, here comes Kevin McCall again. He calls Bryson Tiller the G word for buying Chris Brown a Lambo. He said, I told you, little bro, crazy light-skinned niggas got the best pussy. So you saying all this trolling this man like this, now you coming back, I'm on EBT. Let me get 25K, bro.
So here we go. Like they say, Chris Brown don't mess with this dude. So he get out of prison talking about where my money. They're like, dude, we don't fool with you. You ain't got nothing on contract, nothing on. If you had something, you would take it to a lawyer or somebody. You would get the money. You up here just talking. We don't owe you nothing. And then he posted this picture here. I didn't know that. This Karuchi woman is for the streets. Now she with Uncle Prime time. Uncle Prime went out bad. Uncle Prime done wiped up leftovers. She done been with the whole industry. Now she wheeling Uncle Prime around in a damn wheelchair.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! Uncle Prime got him a young thought Harley. Yeah, right. Listen here. Chris Brown ain't getting over this. Chris Brown cried this woman's name out in the whole song. I had to look it up. He said there, he said Karuchi at the end of that one song. He said her name. He was in love with her. And you did this? Yeah, Chris Breezy is like, as far as toxicity and pettiness, he like 50 Cent in them. It's over, Ninja. What you thought was gonna happen? He loved that coup d'etat, and you made fun of him? Ain't no reconciling. He hates you forever.
Yeah, and Chris Brown, he's my kind of petty because the way that he reacted, he's a Taurus, so that's and I'm a Taurus, so I could totally relate to Chris Brown on his reaction with the pettiness, because yeah, I'm gonna stunt in front of you because you burned your bridge with me. You were posting up with my chick and all that. Oh yeah, you're gonna get all this smoke. So shout out to Chris Brown and his petty smoke.
Yeah, that's wild. So here we go. Okay, now we starting to see why he on. Then he called him Zesty because they went on the tour. And like he said, he done made this Bryson Tiller. He done made him $10 million or whatever it was. And he said, I'm gonna buy him a Lambo. They said the Lambo was like $600,000 or something. And he like, oh, that's Zesty. You buying another man a car, y'all light skinned, bussy, and all this.
Okay, yeah, so what you thought was gonna happen? That is egregious. Yeah, we can't be cool either. You a hater.
For the money he made him, here comes Kevin McCall again. He called, I told you, little bro, crazy light-skinned niggas got the best pussy. So you saying all this trolling this man like this, now you coming back, I'm on EBT. Let me get 25K, bro. He don't deserve to give you nothing. Like he said, once a bridge has been burnt, you can't walk over a burnt bridge.
Kevin McCall losing everything and ending up on food stamps just might be his karma, and one person who doesn't want him to forget what he did to her is his baby mother, Eva Marcille. According to Eva, Kevin has a serious problem with his temper and has abused not only her, but a ton of other exes. Eva says the abuse actually began while she was carrying their daughter Marley. And a month after giving birth, things got worse. Eva says the final straw was when he attacked her while she was holding their daughter. Finally, in 2019, Kevin was arrested and charged with one felony count of injuring his partner. At the time, Eva said she wished the justice system would keep him locked as long as they possibly can. Even at that time, Kevin refused to take accountability and instead lashed out at Eva, claiming she's making false claims for a storyline on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Despite everything he's done to Eva Marcille, Kevin recently did an interview with Tasha K and admitted he's still in love with her. He also blames his money issues with Chris Brown as the reason his relationship with Eva struggled, but I guess he completely forgot about the abuse she suffered at his hands.
So he went to jail for, putting his hands on his baby mama. And it's the Eva chick from was she on the Tyra Banks Next Top Model? And then she was on Atlanta Housewives. So she a reality chick. She old school. I remember her from back in the day. So she long in the tooth, but that's her baby daddy, is that Ninja. And here we are.
Sound like she was kind of paying to play, huh? I don't know much about this sister. What y'all got, ladies?
I remember she left her husband and went outside and played in the street and got hit by a couple cars and came back.
Yeah, they're back together now.
Yeah, they're back together. But she got out here and seen how it really was.
Right. Yeah, I think like he's not taking any accountability for anything. He's not taking accountability for the issues that he had with Eva, for Chris Brown, for the music, for anything. It's always everyone else's fault. Like, you're a grown man and you need to be holding yourself accountable for something. Everything is everyone else's fault. Like, you didn't do any of this. Like, this is wild for a grown man to be saying all this is wild.
See that? Men, I always say that. Men and women, but especially men. You sound real sass-tastic, blaming so many outside influences on your life. Don't do that. I'm Aquarius, I'm a Taurus. Who gives a rat's patootie? Get it together, Ninja.
And I'm gonna pull this up. They were talking about this interview with Tasha K.
With you and Eva, when was the disconnect? When did it start to get bad? Was it before the pregnancy? Was it after the pregnancy?
I would say sometime during the pregnancy, I started having financial issues with Chris Brown and stuff like that. And that's one of the reasons I started having anger towards Chris Brown, because I'm like, look, I'm having these financial issues. I'm blaming him for it. I'm not realizing it's my responsibility to handle my finances, the proper way. But I'm like, get me out this jam. I'm in this jam. I feel like I'm about to lose my girl. Help me out. And it didn't work out. I started getting frustrated.
Here we go. Anytime a man frustrated, 85% of the time, it's going to come down to money issues. All right. When the money good, we pretty decent. We can handle lots of things. But like he said, the money bad. He was making money, but he burning through it. Kind of like we say with anybody, Kevin Gates, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you make. What's your lifestyle? The Kendras, all these people. Whoopi Goldberg, we documented it. She said she's making $8 million, but she's still broke. She got to work because she's spending that kind of money. So that's what you see. And then he like, Chris Brown, I need you to bail me out, bruh. I think I'm about to lose my family. My girl about to leave me because I'm broke and I can't pay the rent anymore. Chris Brown like, dude, where'd all your money go? We done ran up a bag. Deuces. Chris Brown said, you don't remember? Huh?
You ain't nothing but a vulture.
My goodness, that part. Pathetic, brother. Like, this dude gonna learn the hard way. Again, men, I think displays like this are very critical because any of us could or still can fall victim to this kind of effeminate behavior, this burning bridges that someday we may need to try to grapple and zip back across. No, don't work that way. Especially whenever you are dealing with ambitious, you know what I mean, men with more bravado. Ain't about to deal with this disrespect. They ain't got to. Ain't gonna rub it back in your face to show you was wrong. That's what men do. You do something wrong, rub your face in doo-doo. Show you that you was wrong, Ninja.
Yeah, and in all the footage and like the interviews he's doing, he really does look dusty, you guys. And you could tell, like he said, he's living at his grandma's house. And, he probably stays in the basement because she don't want him up in her space while she's watching her stories and everything. But he probably has pictures of posters of Chris Brown all over everything with darts thrown at it. And it's probably like his little museum. And he's probably cussing Chris Brown out. And Chris Brown don't know nothing about it. He seems like he's kind of off like that. So Chris Brown, watch your back. I don't know. He might agree. Do anything at this point because he's desperate.
And y'all quit busting down these watches because y'all buy these amazing watches and then y'all bust them down and then they're just the resale value is nothing. Like you're getting nothing on that Rollie that could have been like, what did Rollies go up? Like 10 stacks this summer? So your $16,000 Rollie today is like at $26,000, $27,000. There goes your $25K right there on your wrist. Easily if you wouldn't have busted down. So it's just like, y'all make better decisions. He can't be hurting too bad sitting on his grandma's couch because he's got on nice threads, maybe they're a little dated, but he's got his jewelry, all of the things.
That's a front. That's that front, Raquel. That's that
don't matter.
Front.
Right. All of the things that don't matter. So he still hasn't learned his lesson. He still is playing in that old way of thinking. It's like he's saying the right things, but he's not actually putting a good foot behind him. It's weird.
And I believe he did 3 years in prison, like they said. And he's been out maybe like a year. So he's trying to get on his feet, I guess. And who knows? All this stuff could be fake. Like I said, he was in prison. I don't think he got anything.
What did he go to prison for?
For the TV, I think, for jumping on her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got convicted. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, ain't no actors. He got convicted. And yeah, so, but yeah, good point. Like he out here hurt bad. He need to be rocking New Balances, Walmart outfits, and getting it together. But he got to wear this front, moissanite bust down, got to look the part. But then you guys gonna take a woman back to your grandma's house. You see what I'm saying? Pull up in some old E-Class Benz and all that, and take her right back to your grandma's house. And then by that time she all confused. She like, okay, I guess I'm here now.
But look at the two people on the screen that we're seeing. We see him, we see Chris, and we see Eva. Eva and Chris are working. They're making money. Chris just did the tour. Eva's all over BET Plus ads and commercials, and why can't you pull it together? This is your friend and your baby's mother, and you're stuck in the middle of these two people, and nothing has rubbed off on you.
Pathetic. He lucky. Chris Breezy. Chris Breezy could be extra petty. Just knock down Eva just because.
Yeah, probably did already.
Who hasn't already? Yeah.
That's old. That's old. Don't nobody want her no more.
I started getting frustrated, and that's what those insecurities I was telling you come. This is a high maintenance woman.
Disgusting.
Everything's top notch, and
you got to provide.
I got to provide.
You
I
couldn't
felt like I
provide.
didn't know where my next check was coming from. The whole time, I had $100,000 check sitting somewhere that I didn't know about because I wasn't.
You wasn't educated on the business.
I was financially illiterate. Literally, like that's one of the things I worked on in prison. Like, let me start learning contracts and stuff like that because it used to just make me give up. And she's a criminal justice major from Clark, Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Like a 3.5 GPA, brilliant. So I said, look, help me out. I'm trying to get my daughter back. Her mom left Arizona with this dude. We have something in order, but she just do what she want to do, And Eva went, and I got my daughter back. And Eva helped me do that. But just going back to the insecurities, yeah, that financial thing, that I couldn't figure that out, and it just made me go into this depression, and I didn't know how to communicate. And then my ego, a lot of ego got involved because they say never sign to an artist, you know what I mean? But I admired Chris so much that I felt like it was an opportunity that would catapult me to where I was trying to be.
Yeah, quit making excuses. He trying to blame his whole life on Chris Brown. That's sick work. You're a grown-ass man. Like, stop doing that. And shout out to the sister Eva. Like he said, she college educated. She helped him get his other daughter back. So she knew what she was dealing with. She was dealing with a Pookie, and she was a rider. He said, I'm going to help you get this daughter. Then he knocked her up, and then he's still out there with other women doing his thing. And she had her a youngin', though. He's younger than her. So she like, look, I got me a young thing.
Well, we got another mental health issue here, ladies and gents. Nugs and bonquishas. Is this what it looks like when you don't properly address, mental issues and stuff? Is this the contrast we've been looking for? Huh? Gucci may have a handler. May, all that skip so tip so glory to the brother. But look, this brother acting like he got it all together and he falling apart.
Well, and what's wrong with him saying what exactly it was? I was young. I didn't understand the business. I signed a 360 deal and didn't know, or whatever the deal was. You didn't read the contract. Something didn't connect with you, your lawyers. You didn't have your business in order. Why don't you just say that I was young and I didn't understand the business instead of blaming Chris and Eva and everyone else in your life? Like, take some accountability. Like, we've all heard the stories from other artists. They didn't understand the business. They got duped. They lost a lot of money, and it is what it is, but business is business, and you need to be on top of your game in whatever industry you're in. So
maybe he should be using these podcasts as a way to get a message out to the weekend to say, how did you beat Drake? How did you get out of, it sounds like what it sounds like, y'all, is that he can't make any new moves because he's too proud to finish out the contract that he has with Chris Brown.
Exactly.
And because he's on the hook for those 4 songs, he don't want to do those 4 songs, so he can't make any money on his name. His name is kind of like stuck. He's stuck in a contract. So you need to go ask The Weeknd what he did. The Weeknd, how many songs did he have to write to get away from Drake? And now look at him. He ain't thinking about that time he was with Drake anymore because he's superseded it. So reach out to somebody that can help you. Tuck your tail, finish what you owe Chris. Even if he's not going to use them songs, you still owe them, and move on with a good, clean name. Even Gucci said when he came out of prison, he said he had to reach out to Nicki and apologize. He had to reach out to Ross and apologize. And he even thanked them again for accepting his apology. It sounds like you need to do that, and then you need to make good on those old contracts that you signed.
Amen.
I think his problem is he was never anything. So he was only ever known for writing for Chris Brown. Chris Brown led him on the song because that's my boy. Chris Brown had a team of writers, and he was one of them. That was what he was known for. He ain't The Weeknd or, Gucci. He never was a popular solo artist. He was just, all right, you my boy, I'm going to put you on the track. And you was known for being Chris Brown's friend and co-writer.
I like what you said about getting his CDLs. Like this brother, CDL driver, he out there. He be a high-ranking brother. You gotta look to him. Go and be a regular degler. You'll be a big fish in a little tiny pond.
He has something out there. He got music out there. Some videos. He's trying to do something, but I think time passed him by. Like I said, he never was anything, and now we in a different time. Who are you, Ninja?
And he sold his catalog. That's a technical
what
foul.
Catalog?
Yeah,
he gave him like a couple bucks. He said he took his money from his catalog. Well, he said 500,000 allegedly, but he only got 250 of it. That's what he said. Then he said he took 50 of that and bought his mama a house. The gynocracy.
Execute Order 66.
My God.
He took 50 of his 250 and bought his mama a house.
Yeah, for 50 bands.
Yeah.
It says his net worth is $50,000.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, man. That dude, listen here.
Yeah, no, you guys, he really is down bad. But it just goes to show when we talk about it just goes to show when we talk about evolving, and we're talking 10, 15 years ago when you had hot records with these artists, that all that has passed. The music has changed. Everything has changed. So if you're not evolving with the time, you're going to be left behind. And it seems like that train already left you behind. And unless you evolve and write some new songs and clean up some of your past, you're never going to move forward in this business. So
I would say not go to prison. Don't go to prison for jumping on your baby mama. Ain't nobody showing you no mercy.
Yeah, he trending for everything but music. Like, and y'all talking about he need to get a CDL so he could be driving down the street like he in GTA. I don't think so.
Listening to Chris Brown songs on his little radio too.
He can sing to the truckers on the CB, like he can sing CB on the CB.
She said like GTA.
That part. So for that, we're gonna put the brother in the pit.
Dang, Kevin.
Madness. Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things will get brighter.